guys, happy President's Day. Today we wanted to talk about being a guest at your own wedding. Obviously this is for our brides and grooms and couples, and this is just some information that we wanted to give you guys to make sure that you're relaxed on your wedding day and you guys are having the most fun as possible. Obviously this is a giant party for the two of you. Why else would anybody be here if it wasn't for you two getting married? So we want to make sure that you guys, most importantly, are having fun. You know, when brides and grooms are planning their wedding, they want to make sure that their guests are having a good time, but who's there to think about the bride and groom having a good time? So I just wanted to make sure that you guys go into your wedding day, whether you have a wedding planner or not, just with these tips in mind so that you know how to be a guest at your own wedding. So the first tip that I'm going to give you, this is a tip that I give to my brides and grooms who book me, and it's something that I stick by wholeheartedly. Eat. Tip 1, make sure that you eat something throughout the day. Obviously, nerves are a little high before you walk down the aisle and, you know, you've got butterflies in your stomachs or you feel sick or whatever the case may be, but make sure that you're eating something. If you're not eating something, at least get some water in you. Once you guys have your ceremony, you do your first kiss, you're walking back down the aisle as husband and wife, the nerves have calmed down a little bit, which is great. So I suggest to you that when you get to the reception, eat your dinner. 1, you paid for it. 2, you need to replenish that energy so that you guys can have a good time later on. So those of you who have booked me in the past know that I am a stickler for this, and I will literally stand bodyguard at your sweetheart table or at your head table while you guys eat so that you can have a good time later on, because nobody wants a hangry bride running around and biting people's heads off all day because she didn't eat anything. So biggest tip, make sure you eat. Number 2, do not sign up your friends and family to do things for you on your wedding day if you don't already talk to them about it. And what I mean by this is, don't sign up your mother-in-law or your best friend to go set up your escort card table or to set out your centerpieces if you didn't already speak to them about it, because there's nothing more embarrassing than having you being mad at a friend or family member because you failed to mention to them that you needed help with this. If you just ask them and say, hey, would you mind setting this up for me? They're not going to have a problem doing that. But if you don't let them know ahead of time, you don't know what they have going on before the ceremony and reception, so it may not work out as you had planned in your mind just because they may already have previous plans, whether it's dropping their kids off at daycare or a babysitter or buying a last-minute gift for you guys, you know. So just make sure that if you are going to sign your friends and family up for a task, give them a heads up. And by heads up, I mean not on the day of your wedding. Number 3, pamper yourself. You only get married once. Nowadays, maybe 2 or 3 times. But for those first-time brides, you only have this opportunity to get dressed up and pamper yourself. So when I say pamper yourself, go out and get a professional hair and makeup artist. Whether you're going to a salon or you're hiring somebody freelance, you deserve to be pampered on your wedding day. This is something that kind of goes along with the package. You've spent all this money on this beautiful dress. Now go ahead and make yourself look a little prettier too, and hire a professional to make you feel pampered and to have that, you know, that glow on your face that you've been treated like a princess all day because this is your special day. So I would go out and have a professional hair and makeup artist come to you, or you go to the salon and pamper yourself a little bit. And number 4, this is a very, very important one. And this goes out to all of those type A brides. Most type A brides have been in charge of everything throughout this entire planning process. And now that it's the day of, you've worked so hard and you've spent all this money on vendors and your wedding. Trust your vendors. So number 4 is trust your vendors. Do not look over their shoulder the whole time and making sure that they're doing something the way that you would do it. Obviously, they're going to do it the way that you would do it because you hired them. So make sure that you're trusting your vendors. If the DJ isn't doing the toasting at 8:15 like you want it to, and it happens more along the lines of 8:30, it's okay. There's probably a reason for that. Maybe all the guests are having a really good time with this lineup of music that he has going on, so he wants to keep that momentum going, so he pushed that back a few minutes. It's okay to allow that to happen. Your vendors know that there are things that need to happen throughout the wedding day. Let it happen. Let them take care of it because you paid them, because they are professionals. So let the professionals handle it from there. So these are the 4 main tips that I can give you guys. So number 1 is eat. Number 2 is don't sign up friends and family to do tasks if you haven't already spoken to them previously about it. Number 3 is pamper yourself. Go ahead and pay for professional hair and makeup. And number 4 is trust the vendors that you have paid to do a job for you on your wedding day. After all, we get into this industry as a wedding vendor because we love making our brides and grooms happy. So please don't feel like they're not doing their absolute best to make you happy and make your wedding day everything that it's supposed to be. If you guys have any other questions, please feel free to comment in the comment box below. Be sure to subscribe to our page, visit us on Facebook or our website. Thanks so much, guys. Have a charming day.